guys, welcome back to the Huling Sports Reporters. We get started with the Premier League top four. So we've got a big change after this week's play, and Manchester City has moved up to 52 points, 8 points behind Chelsea at the top. So it should be interesting as maybe City can chase down Chelsea and maybe snatch the title from them later on in this season. So, and then, as I said, we got Chelsea at 60, Tottenham at 50, and they lead by goal difference over Arsenal, who's also at 50 points. Okay, so in the NBA this week, it's the All-Star game, where the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference play each other. So it'll be a big night as all the stars align for each conference in this game. So it should be fun to see all these talented players go against each other. Okay, so let's check out the college basketball top 5 as we look at the updated rankings. So it's still at number 1 is Gonzaga, then number 2 Villanova, number 3 Kansas, number 4 Baylor, and number 5 Arizona. So Oregon fell out of the top 5 now after they lost to UCLA, and now Arizona and Baylor take their place. So we're still winding down the season, just about 4 more games left till the conference championships. So it should be interesting as these teams look to stay in the top rankings so they can get really good seeds for the tournament. Okay, so let's check out the Champions League as we look at the round of 16 first leg for this week's games. So we have Manchester City and Monaco, and then we have Sevilla and Leicester City, and then we have Juventus and Porto. So these should be some interesting games going on this week. Manchester City and Juventus look like the heavy favorites to win their games. They have a lot of experience. Juventus making the final 2 years ago, and Manchester City making a semifinal last year. So definitely these are the teams with the most experience. Sevilla and Leicester City are kind of new to the block this year. Sevilla has had some experience in the Champions League. They've won the Europa League last year, which qualifies them this year for the Champions League. And then Leicester City, obviously the surprise last year, being in the Premier League, winning the whole thing, unexpected, got Champions League qualification, and they've made the round of 16. So maybe they can have a miracle run. So these teams are looking to move on in the tournament, and they've also had some help from Paris Saint-Germain, who beat Barcelona 4-0 the other day in Paris. And they still have to play again one more time in Barcelona, but it's definitely looking good for some of these teams who would love to avoid Barcelona. Alright guys, so I'm with my celebrity guest picker, Gray Walker. Gray, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, man. It's such an honor.
We're glad to have you on. So Gray is a tennis player for Trinity, and he also has played basketball for Trinity this year. He's getting into the tennis season now that basketball is over. And Gray, I just want to ask you, since basketball just ended, y'all got knocked out in the playoffs by Cherokee. That was a rough game. What happened there?
I don't even know. I mean, Matt got hurt with an ankle last play of practice, hurt his ankle again. I mean, without him there, his shot, his defense, it's tough. And then the 0-0, no doubt. A good dribbler, had some good handles, but I don't know, we just couldn't. Their defense just overwhelmed us.
I got you. Yeah, I said on Snapchat that Matt had one job. He had to stay healthy. I mean, and Matt, you didn't do your job, bro. You got to stay healthy.
Yeah, I know. He's been hurt twice this year with ankle problems. I don't know. If he would have been there, I think he would have helped us win, no doubt.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, guys. So the tournament's coming up soon. We got conference tournament and the NCAA tournament coming up very quickly in March. So what are your thoughts on this season so far?
I'm really proud of Auburn. I mean, stepping up their game after their first 5-star. It's the second half. I don't know what happens to us, but other than that, we are playing very good in the first half.
Yeah.
But I do not like Gonzaga. I never liked them. I mean, they always get that 1 seed, and they either lose to the 8 or 9 seed, or they win that game somehow, and they make it to the second round and lose that. It's like they're a 1 seed, but they don't play very good teams. Like Baylor and Kansas are playing top teams a ton of games in a row, but they still earn the 1 seed.
Okay, so we're going to get into some picks with Gray as we start out with number 3 Kansas versus number 4 Baylor. A big showdown in the Big 12. Who do you think is going to win this game?
I'm going with Baylor. I mean, they have some high flyers on their team, can get up, slam the ball. I just think Baylor right now, I mean, coming after that loss to Kansas last time, I mean, they're just like, didn't Kansas lose last time?
Yeah.
Kansas beat Baylor, yeah. I mean, they're gonna be revengeful, no doubt. And if they lose this time, I don't think they'll lose till the third time if they play them in the championships.
Okay, I got Kansas still. I mean, Justin Jackson and Frank Mason, just a strong combination there. I think the Jayhawks get the win in this one. All right, and the next game we have is Virginia and North Carolina. It's a big ACC battle. Who do you think's gonna win?
I'm taking Virginia. I can't go against Duke.
Okay.
I mean, Duke's rival, North Carolina. I don't like North Carolina. Never have. I'm going with Virginia all the way.
I gotta go with Virginia too. I really like Virginia's defense. They have one of the top defensive teams in the nation. I think North Carolina, they've played well, but I think Virginia will get them in this game. And then the last game we have in college basketball is number 23 Maryland versus number 11 Wisconsin. Who do you think's gonna win this game?
I want Wisconsin to win just because I want that Big Ten team to have a seed. I mean, to have a team in the top 4 of the seeds. And I want Wisconsin, but I think Maryland's going to pull it out with Melo Trimble.
I got you.
I mean, I think he's just going to have a lights-out game, light Wisconsin up, Maryland with the win.
Okay, I got Maryland too. I think Melo Trimble, same thing. Just but what a guy. He's a real good player. I think they'll get the win as well. And then the next games we have are in the Champions League next week. Big games all throughout Europe, and we'll start out with Manchester City versus Monaco. Who do you think's going to win this game?
I mean, I love Monaco. They have some nice cars there,
yes.
Nice casinos, but
oh yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna have to go with Man City. I mean, I know you're a huge Man City fan. I mean, I'm not as much as a Man City fan as you, but I'm gonna have to go with Man City in this game.
I got Man City too. Their new sign Gabriel Jesus, the 18-year-old wonder boy from Brazil. He's one guy who may be the next star of the future.
I think so.
He's a beast. And then obviously you got Aguero, you got all those great Man City players. I think City will get the win. They've had experience in the Champions League, made it to the semis last year. I think they can go all the way this year.
I agree.
Definitely. All right, so the next games we have in the Champions League is FC Porto versus Juventus. Who do you think's going to win this game?
I'm going to go with Juventus. I mean, my friend Paul Brock, shout out to Paul Brock, huge Juventus fan.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know why, but he is. I can't go against Paul and his team. No doubt Juventus winning.
Yeah, I got this one for Paul Brock. What a guy. He's a great guy. He hates it that Paul Pogba left. That was his favorite player, and named after him. I mean, they literally named Paul Pogba after Paul Brock. I mean, Paul Pogba's parents was like, oh yeah, we're gonna name him after Paul Brock. So that's how we do it around here. So I've got Juventus winning. I mean, Higuain, and Mandzukic, two really good players. I think they'll get some goals and beat Porto really, really bad. So the last game we have in the Champions League is Sevilla versus Leicester City. Who do you think's gonna win this one?
This is a tough one. I mean, I think it'll be a close game just because it's the Champions League and all games are good almost. I think I'm going to have to go with Leicester City in the win. I just don't think they're going to lose this game. Okay.
Well, in the words of Barney Fife, in an episode of Andy Griffith, he says, how do you outfox a fox? You outfox a fox?
Yep.
And so I think Sevilla will outfox the Fox and win. They've had some experience in the Champions League. Leicester City, not as much. I mean, they've done well, but I just think Sevilla is a strong Spanish side. They'll get the win and outfox the Foxes. So the last game we have is the NBA All-Star game this Sunday. It should be a good matchup. And so who do you think's gonna win this game?
I'm going to go with the Western Conference. I mean, they have the Warriors, the Thunder, the Grizzlies, the Spurs, the Rockets. They have all the top teams except for a couple teams in the East. And I mean, Steph Curry, James Harden, the Claw. I mean, you got Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook. All these players just stacked on their team. But my only problem is Russell Westbrook didn't get the starting spot over Steph Curry.
Yeah.
I think Russell Westbrook could get it because he's more of a highlight player. And when people watch the All-Star game, they're not looking for defense. They're looking for highlight plays, for dunks. And Russell Westbrook can throw the ball down, and people are going to want to see him more than Steph Curry be shooting threes.
I got you. Okay, great. So we've been talking about some basketball, and I want to ask you, do you like prizes and tournaments? and things like that?
Tournaments, probably one of my favorite things. I just love tournaments, watching tournaments, playing in tournaments. Prizes, a great thing, because when you win, you get rewarded, and if you lose, I mean, that's what you get for losing. You just don't get anything.
Yeah. So you've come to the right place. So coming up in about 2 weeks, we've got you know, the March Madness tournament about to start, and the Huling Sports Report would love to announce right here today on this show, we're gonna have a NCAA tournament for the whole bracket thing. Big prize at the end. We'll talk about that later on, maybe in a couple episodes. But Gray, I want to tell you, boy, you better get in. We got a fun tournament coming up.
It's gonna be filled with a ton of good teams. I think a ton of Cinderellas will be in. It'll be crazy pickings. I mean, upsets everywhere. It's gonna be crazy to see some of the brackets come in. See how much they get busted.
Do you think you can win?
I mean, I'm not the best March Madness. I mean, we have a family one. Haven't won in 7 years. I've never won in my whole life. It's just tough, but I think I have a chance this year.
See, you if you can't win in the family, you can have a chance to win here. So get your bracket in, Gray, and you too. So once the brackets come out, fill them out, get them to wherever you can. That you can send them by mail or email or just something like that. I'd love to get you involved in the tournament, and maybe you might win. So hopefully.
I mean, y'all will want to be in this bracket. The prize is crazy prize. I mean, you will be rewarded greatly for winning this prize.
Oh yes, definitely. So join the tournament once you know the brackets come out. Send them to me however you can, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, guys. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching the show today. It was really good shows. We had Gray come on. Thanks for coming on, Gray.
Thank you. I mean, it's a great time talking on the show, watching the show, talking on the show, watching all the Snapchat, following on Snapchat. I mean, great updates. You get to see all the likeness back. You get to see Grayson Crowley still undefeated.
Yes.
Still undefeated.
Oh yeah, he's definitely on fire. But yeah, just be sure to add me on Snapchat at Huling1. Follow me on Instagram at HulingAndy1, and so you can get live exclusive content from this show. And I'm Andy Huling once again, and this is the Huling Sports Report.
I never knew a love like this before. The kind of life that I cannot find on my own. I've seen the world.